And they said that these events are not accelerating any further and beyond, guys. As we see right here, this is how we know XRP is very close, guys. The world is getting ready as we speak. Listen to this. From Gold Telegraph, breaking news! The Saudi Central Bank is carrying out experiments with a central bank digital currency. Wow. You don't say, guys, right? In cooperation with other financial institutions, of course. This is something to follow closely, considering Saudi Arabia is opening to settling trade in currencies other than the dollar, right? The central bank will continue this phase of the project while consulting at the same time with relevant international agencies, local government agencies, and the public, the top official added. Wow, guys, the world is coming into play. And you don't say, I'm getting super excited. This is how you know I'm getting super excited, guys, is because remember that these were the events we were waiting for. It's like, okay, so my mind is racing so much right now. Let me take a step back and think about it. Now, we know that these countries and nations will go live with their CBDC, but what's happening with America, right? China already has a digital yuan. So what's happening with America, the United States, guys? When will they come out and play with the CBDCs, right? With the CBDC. Well, in my humble opinion, what I foresee is the only way America will come into play is by a catastrophic crisis hitting it, guys, right? Which will then spread throughout the world, which will be what's a possible cyber attack, as you guys know who stated that before, right? Which will shut down everything throughout the world. Now, so we see the timeline. They could play these cards at any moment in time. All there needs to be is a problem reaction solution. But listen to this. Probably nothing. Ripple. Saudi Arabia Central Bank signs blockchain deal with Ripple. You just can't make this stuff up, guys. I'm done. This was from a while ago, right? But it doesn't matter because this was all the way back from 2018, guys. But it doesn't matter because this is old but gold, right? This is where we talked about it. This is how I know for a fact, guys, Ripple, XRP are chosen for this critical role in the new financial system, right? In the new digital financial system, actually, guys. So we know that, as you guys can see, Saudi Arabia Central Bank launches CBDC experiments. So what do we see here? Saudi Arabia Central Bank signs blockchain deal with Ripple. Saudi Arabia Central Bank has signed a deal with United States base. Why in the United States? Think about it, guys, right? Not anywhere else but the US. Because they're playing a huge role, guys. Everything is interlinked. US-based Ripple to help banks in the kingdom settle payments using blockchain software as Gulf regulators begin to explore new forms of financial technology, because that's where the world's heading towards. Christine Lagarde, if the banks don't innovate or adopt, they're going to get cannibalized, right? And we know that they love their own power, guys, right? So they're obviously going to innovate and adopt, guys, these new techs and whatnot. The pilot program is the first of its kind to be launched by a central bank, allowing banks in Saudi Arabia to use Ripple software to instantly settle payments sent into and out of the country, the company said late on Wednesday. Now, this was from years and years and years ago, right? But now imagine from then to now, right? How much changed, guys? Who knows what they're at this point in time? What we do know is they're now launching a CBDC experiment. That's how you know we're getting very close, folks. This will allow Saudi banks to make faster, cheaper, and more transparent cross-border transactions, Ripple said, adding that the central bank would provide training to Saudi banks interested in the program. Right? So easy, guys. I just can't believe it. We know because we know we're heading into a new digital world, so to speak, right? Are you guys ready? Because I am. Again, it's getting interesting because if the East launches a digital currency for oil settlements, the West will push the price to oil to zero somehow, right? Very fascinating stuff, guys. Will there be a global war? Because we see what's happening, right? This is a macro scale event, guys, about these central bank digital currencies. So let's read more about the Saudi Arabia Central Bank. Basically, the statement notes that the central bank is set to continue its experimentation efforts into a potential CBDC implementation. Right, they're trying to implement it, guys. Same with the Chinese yuan, right? The digital yuan. So I don't understand why people can't see what's happening in front of their faces. How everything is connected. a phase of a project that causes on the domestic wholesale CBDC use cases in collaboration with local banks and fintechs. The project comes in line with several central bank CBDCs initiative across the globe, right? They're talking about the globe, guys. I can't believe it because we're basically getting confirmed from these countries and nations, right? Basically the entire Earth. Because we talked about it, how all these people right now there are digital islands, right? Or fragmented islands. There needs to be a thing that connects it all together, which will be, we are now processing billions of dollar transactions every quarter. Well, over half the transaction volume goes through XRP now, right? Even though XRP is at a low price, somehow, some way, it's definitely suppressed, guys. But we know that Ripple will continue, or will soon become a household name. They will become the global central bank. That will be insane. Every transaction in the world running on the XRP ledger connected to Starlink. Again, Starlink comes into play of all of this as well. Elon Musk, that's why he's playing an important role, right? Every nation's currency running on the XRP ledger. All the money isn't just a catchphrase. It truly isn't, guys. Wow. Absolutely just crazy, right? Even though they do state right here, the CBDC development is merely in the first phase. It notes that the central bank is set to review policy, legal, and regulatory considerations before moving to the next phase of the CBDC journey, right? Wow, this aligns with the nation's Saudi Vision 2030. Again, it's not that, guys, it's not going to take till 2030. Let's be realistic here, right? I know for a fact, guess what happened with the 2020 thing? Everyone was crying out, right? People were panicking. What did they bring upon? Stimulus checks. Nobody thought that was ever possible, right? UBI, but it was. They created the problem so they could bring in their own solution. The same thing will take place. They're waiting for America's waiting for the big one to hit, guys. The big of the debt bubble, right, to explode. Then they'll bring in a new system, as we see right here from the BIS org. Bank for International Settlements, basically just out, update to the CBDC database of working paper 880. There are 4 live retail CBDCs in the world, in the Bahamas, the Eastern Caribbean, Nigeria, and Jamaica. There are now pilots in the 34 jurisdictions covering both wholesale and retail CBDCs. What do we see here, guys? Check this out. Central bank CBDC projects to continue to rise, right? Or continue to rise. Number of instances. So retail is okay, so we could check out these different colors right here. If I zoom it in, basically we see retail and then wholesale, right? Research pilot live. Look how this chart is, what, guys? Ascending, right? Did anybody think of that? It's starting to rise, right? It's like an actual chart we see on TradingView on for a coin or a stock, guys, right? It's going up forever and to the right, pump and never stop. You guys see how it's always ascending? It's crazy because we were talking about the CBDCs right here, guys. We started talking about the CBDCs, I think, end of 2020 right here, right? And they started to accelerate. Oh, and look at the trajectory as well. It's not like a slow growth, right? It's not a slow growth, guys. You know what it is? Look at this. Fast. It's like rising like never before, and especially now. Look how fast it's getting, guys. Right? The orange is pilot. It's beginning. You guys ready? Because I am. I'm ready for the new system, folks. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a dystopian new world as well, right? I don't think it will be a dystopian new world. From Watcher Grew, just in, UK Treasury to hire a CBDC head to lead development of a digital pound. Now, these people are creating their own digital pound as well. Stop it. The UK, remember, UK is ready, right? Or LDN is ready. Here we go. Now, they're hoping to introduce a consultation on the development of the digital asset in the coming weeks. Wow, in the coming weeks, so prepare, guys. The Treasury, as it seeks a head of central bank digital currency, right? Moreover, the listing arrives as the overall demand and effective implementation of the digital asset that has been worrisome for some other countries. Here we go. Furthermore, it states that the CBDC lead will work alongside the Bank of England on the government soon to be issue consultation on the digital pound, right? Currently, the country is debating the benefits of issuing CBDC, right? We gotta check out. They have to check out the pros and cons. But are they focused on what we the people are stating about these CBDCs, right? They don't care, guys. At the end of the day, similar to a variety of other nations around the world. Subsequently, November saw the deputy governor of Bank of England refer to last year's event in the sector as proof of the need for CBDCs. Again, look at that. Last year's events. This is key, guys, because the 2020 thing accelerated everything, and as well as the war thing, right? They want to make everything centralized. I can't believe it. It's actually about to happen, guys. Are you guys prepared? Because I am. We are going to be on the right side of history, as Brad Garlinghouse states, not financial advice. But anyways, that's all for you guys. See you.